Hey, what's up guys? My name is Tom Spark. Today we're checking out none other than PrivateVPN. Now, this is actually quite unique for the channel because this is the first time I've ever reviewed a VPN on the channel that hasn't been reviewed first in the past. As you know, I've been reviewing VPNs for quite a while, since around 2015, 4 years or so. So this is the first time I've found a VPN that's worth reviewing that I haven't reviewed yet. So very interesting indeed. Not really quite sure how I missed this one since I've reviewed most of the good VPNs out there already. But this VPN is very interesting, and let's show you why in this PrivateVPN VPN review. We're going to check it out in 6 different categories, that being pricing, application, speeds, reputation, support, and extra services. Alright guys, so PrivateVPN has a decent pricing page. It could be cheaper for the 1 month. It starts out for $10.95 for 1 month, 17 months for $57, and 3 months for $22. I do like how they don't have 2 to 3 year commitment plans because, quite simply, I don't believe those are legitimate. If you want to know why, well, I just don't think you should ever sign up 3 years for anything. It just means the product is trying to rope you in for a long-term commitment plan without being able to give you refunds. Now, Private Refund does have a 30-day money back guarantee, but like I said before, I wish this 1 month was closer to $8 to $10 instead of being $11. It's not as quite as expensive as something like ExpressVPN for $13 or NordVPN for $12. And the 1 year pricing plan here is very good. Another thing I do want to mention about PrivateVPN that kind of bugs me is that when you pay with Bitcoin, it's like you have to send the Bitcoin to their address and verify it with the transaction ID. But you don't have any kind of third-party payment processing with Bitcoin that you can use. For example, a few other services out there like Torguard VPN, for example, use something called Bitcoin Pay servers and various other kind of ways to do it. That quite simply is just easier to pay with Bitcoin, since you could just pull out your phone or do whatever. You don't have to copy any numbers and stuff like that, so it's just not much a pain in the ass. So it's a little bit easier to pay with Bitcoin on other websites, I think, than PrivateVPN. And that's kind of a letdown to see. All right, guys, so this is what PrivateVPN's application looks like. I'm not a huge fan of the color scheme. I think they could have done some more contrast here or something that matches a little better. It's just a little too blue for me. But appearances aside, I don't really dock them any points for that because that'd be kind of dumb. We've seen some of the best applications out there that have not the best looking interfaces. But PrivateVPN, not private internet access, actually has quite a decent application. It's got a good customization here with the connection types, offering you different outdated options that might give you a little bit better speeds. L2TP might give you good speeds, as well as various different encryptions we can control here, which is also cool and not seen very often. We do have good settings as well. We have various kill switches in the connection guard, a kill switch, and we actually have an application guard as well, specific Tor applications as well to add there for application guard. And we even see some stealth VPN options, however, not quite as many as some other options out there. So it's a decent application with decent settings overall. No major complaints here for the application. I like how it works in its interface. It's not kind of stuck to the bottom like some other annoying VPNs. Another thing about PrivateVPN is that, man, that name is very generic and actually hard to remember. Another thing about it is that it's very easy to use with various services being very visual. All you do is click on it like this, double click, and then pick the server you want like this, and it will connect. You also have the option to favorite and search for servers. So that's very cool. One thing about PrivateVPN, however, is that it is a little bit limited in the server selection. There aren't as many servers as some other top tier VPNs out there. So it would be cool to see them add more servers. However, more servers doesn't necessarily mean better speeds or anything like that, because it's important that the VPN has enough bandwidth for every server. So sometimes the quality of a server for VPN is better than just simply quantity. We've seen VPNs like NordVPN who have tons of servers and not perform that well in speed tests and stuff like that, as well as have various other problems like connection problems or just bugginess overall. So that's something to consider, but not too heavily here. Overall, PrivateVPN's app is pretty good. PrivateVPN has pretty good speeds. It's pretty close to top of the line speeds for VPN. It's not going to be that slow. Speed tests are very good, and torrenting is pretty good as well. Just kind of above average speeds, I would say. Quite fast. It's faster than most VPNs. So overall, I'm going to give speed 4 out of 5. It's not going to blow you away, but it's definitely going to be faster than most. PrivateVPN is interesting in this category, the reputation category. It's kind of a weird VPN in that you don't really hear about them too much. That's not necessarily a bad thing though, right? A lot of VPNs get bad press and you hear about them that way. A lot of VPNs overmarket themselves and you hear about them that way. PrivateVPN doesn't seem to be doing too much marketing, doesn't seem to be doing anything naughty. So it's funny that I've actually not even heard about them so far. That must mean that's actually a good thing in my opinion. I couldn't find any sketchy things going on about them. Most people have pretty good things to say about them. Their commission rate isn't overly inflated like some other VPNs out there. CyberGhost, NordVPN, ExpressVPN, IPVanish. Some of these VPNs and PureVPN have very high affiliate commission models, which means most reviews on them are biased. It doesn't really seem like they've paid for too much reviews out there. And overall, their reputation seems to be pretty good from what I could tell. It doesn't really matter too much that they're based in Sweden, even though that is within the 14 Eyes, because quite frankly, 5 and 14 Eyes is just a propaganda campaign spread around by people who hate the US. Now, Sweden does have, could be having some mandatory data retention laws in the future, so that's something to look out for and something that PrivateVPN doesn't really hide. So just keep a lookout on that, but they don't keep logs, so you should be okay anyways, unless something sketchy happens later. But anyways, if you're not a terrorist or something like that, it doesn't really matter anyways, because for the most part, every country in the world has spy agencies. And, if someone's telling you, oh, you should use this VPN because it's in the 5 or 14 Eyes, 99.999999999% of the time, they're trying to get you to use something like ExpressVPN or NordVPN because they want you to click on their affiliate link and make them 100% commissions. Hey! So, reputation here is 5 out of 5. If I ever hear about anything happening with a PrivateVPN that sketches me out, I'll be sure to let you guys know. But for now, it seems pretty clean. I don't really collect any logs either, as you can see here, so that's also good to see. Customer support for PrivateVPN is actually pretty good. I was surprised to find that they had live chat on the website, and it was very responsive. Responded to me in only a matter of seconds, and the guy was pretty helpful as well. So good job, PrivateVPN. Not every VPN has live chat, and the ones that don't definitely get docked points. Usually if they don't have live chat, it'll be 2.5 out of 5. But if they do have live chat and it's good, it's going to be 5 out of 5 for me. Good job. Lastly, guys, we want to talk about extra services. Now, PrivateVPN has 6 simultaneous connections, which is quite good, a little bit more than average of 5. But one of the best things about PrivateVPN is that they do seem to work with most every streaming service out there. Very good to see this kind of support for streaming services, and you don't have to add on or pay anything extra. So it's probably one of the most affordable VPNs out there to watch Netflix, especially if you buy the yearly plan. I wouldn't really recommend paying monthly for this service if you want to use these services because there are cheaper plans out there. Torguard, namely, is only $9 a month if you want to buy a package with them with discount codes, including streaming IP. Windscribe is around $48, and this is a little more expensive than that per year. So besides those two options, this is also a very good option for streaming. Alright guys, now that we're finished with the PrivateVPN review, what are my final thoughts? Well, it's 4.33 out of 5. This is a very strong VPN offering. It's a tier 1 VPN, only behind Torguard VPN and AirVPN. There are some better options out there, maybe in terms of specific categories, but as a whole package, PrivateVPN is very strong. If it had a cheaper price, it would be even better. But its customer service is very good with live chat options, has a very good reputation, and extra services work well. So it's overall a very good VPN. Go ahead and check it out in the link down below, or go to vpntierlist.com to see a full catalog of all my ratings and recommendations. But anyways, guys, thanks for checking out this review, and I'll see you again very soon.